Hello everybody, welcome to episode 2 of the Digimon 20th series here. So, of course, we are back again with the wonderful DM20 here. We have an Agumon, a version 1 Agumon, by the way. So this is the Agumon that was originally on the brick devices, which I love him. He's a very cool looking Digimon himself. I do love how there's actually a distinction between, like, the Agumon types and these type of devices. And it's always, like, such a cool part about it. And as the screen turns off immediately. But that's not the only thing we get in this episode today, because another fun little thing here with this episode is that we get a cool little egg here. So with the egg, you just want to press your little like A and B buttons here. Oh, not that one. Let's see. Is it A and B on this device? Yes, it is. Okay, so you get a bunch of egg options. So you get the first egg, the second egg, third, fourth, and your fifth. And that's it, pretty much. So when you first start the device, you only get 5 eggs to choose from. Later on, it does expand, because as you know, you unlock things over time. But with this one, we're going to pick the second egg here, because the second egg will lead us down to a cool little pathway here. And that's kind of it. And to go back to Mr. Agumon himself, you just press the C button again, and there you go. You're just going to be chilling with Agumon. And for Mr. Agumon himself, we're doing pretty decently. We have one more effort heart to gain from him, so basically we're going to sit down and just start doing some little bit of effort training. So basically, to gain 1 effort heart, you have to do 4 successful trainings. In certain devices, it does change, but in this device, I remember it being like 4 successful trainings. So he just has to be happy about his training. So is it there? And of course, the cool part about this device is it actually does have like training differences in it. So let's say if I didn't go for a full like training bar here, is he's gonna knock all that stuff down. And see, he didn't break down all the bricks. But look, he's still happy about it. He's still super excited. Because, like, that's still a goal for him. Like, that's so cool to me. Like, I love the idea that, like, there's, like, statuses to the training. If you do a... Nope. The boy is hatching. It's a Ponymon. It's a cool little Digimon. Yeah, pretty much it. You can feed them together and stuff like that, which I don't know if I can show that off right now. Maybe I can. So let's just show that off. So we're going to go to this, and we're going to do a little food thing. Look at that. They both get a big old chunk of meat. And they both get to enjoy that big old chunk of meat. And the same thing happens with the pill. They both get a big old pill, and they both get to enjoy it together. This is one of my favorite parts about this device. So the cool part about this device, the DM20th, and like I guess the 20th line in general, is that you basically have 2 virtual pets on one device. These are both independent monsters. It's not like the V5, where like it's all like a family concept, where it's technically just one virtual pet together. No, these guys are independent. One side could have care mistakes, and the other side could be perfect care. It is so awesome. I love it. It is such a cool feature of this device, and like it's just really awesome. And one of the ways they do show this off in the first area, which I don't know if it'd be probably a little bit of spoilers, is that for the first Jogress, they pretty much have you like doing perfect care for the one side, but then on the other side, it has you doing like a little bit of like lesser care because of like how the evolution cycle works for it. But that's such a cool idea, because that means, like, it shows, like, the independence between both sides of the Digimon, which is really cool. This device just so many cool things in this thing. But I just really, I'm a big old fan of it. I love the idea that, like, you don't want to aim for, like, a complete perfect run or whatever. And I do love how they implemented that in so many ways in this device, by like giving like bad care evolutions, like another evolution line and stuff like that. Like, it's so cool to me that they just didn't focus on like only the good. They did like a bunch of things with it. Like, it's so awesome. But yeah, so we have 2 Digimon. This is a Punimon here. It's a weird little like red Digimon type thing. And yeah, there you go. It pooped. And if you do leave the poop in the middle of the screen, you just clean it up, and they'll both be excited about it. You see, look. That's just so awesome to me. I love how, like, they're so, like, entwined with each other. They did, like, improve upon this in, like, the Pendulum 20th. And the Pendulum 20th, they actually, like, get really close to each other and actually, like, do some cool little interactions with each other. On this device, they don't do as many, like, cool interactions with each other. Though it is still really awesome to have, like, pretty much 2 virtual pets on one whole device. Like, it's such a cool little aspect to me. That's pretty much, like, all we got with Mr. Punimon here, though. Because, you know, it's a baby 1 Digimon. Not much is going to come out of this dude. So, like you can see there, he's not going to do too much crazy stuff. We're going to do a little bit of food for him, though. And we're going to do one of the cooler parts of this. If you go into the middle again, we're going to do training. And you know what the cool part about the training is on this? Is it actually goes back to version 1 style training. It's not the same old button mashing. It's an actual different mini game for these boys. And that is such a cool little thing here. The idea is you're just trying to get it past like his shields or whatever. But it's so cool that they gave you 2 types of training in this device. Like, you couldn't like imagine that in like all other devices. Like like this one thing I always loved about this device over like the Pendulum 20th is like the effort they put into like doing multiple style trainings and stuff like that. Like, I mean, look at this. Like, they didn't have to go this far to like do like all this cool stuff with it. And these are just pattern based, by the way. So if you actually know the pattern, you can easily get out of that. See, did 5 out of 0. And yeah, that's like, it's just such a cool idea that they put so much effort into this for like 2 different styles of training. And yeah, you can just like independently raise them or have them both raised together. Like, it's such a cool idea. And there you go, like, look at each one of them through this little thing here. And yeah, there we go, got all of our fun little effort hearts here. So you can look at them independently and see how you got all the independent stats here. Or, if you're running to be really cool, you can sit down and just, yeah, you could be doing whatever with these devices. It's so cool. So with Agumon here, we did actually get all of our full stats readied up for him. So in the next episode, he will become a wonderful Greymon boy, and I'm super excited for him, because that means we get to take him through the awesome pathway that I love about this device. And one of the cool things about this is it does actually keep up with the tradition of the original devices, like aspects of Greymon being a virus type, which in the later devices they would change that around a bit. Nowadays, like, they just put a separation between the Greymon types. There's a virus type and a vaccine type of Greymon. This device actually has the version 1 egg be accurate to how it was originally, which is the virus type. And the coolest part about that is they come up with a whole custom like end evolution for him as well, which is really cool. Like, just always love the effort this device had. You do still actually get to see like a version of like Greymon and stuff like that. And if you, depending on which version of the device you own, there is a version of this device that comes with what we call the anime eggs. So the anime eggs are based off the Pendulum versions of like their evolution trees, and these unis the Pendulum sprites. I have one of the anime ones near me actually. So pretty much this version, this yellow brick right here, comes with an anime Gabumon egg, which means you get the whole like Pendulum design sprites and everything for like a special egg. On this device, we get a Coronamon egg, which is kind of weird that they went with that idea, but who knows? This is like Wave 2 of the line, and to be honest, the Wave 2s did add a bunch of cool ideas to it. So, for example, if you do connect a Wave 1, this is a Wave 1 right here, for example, to a Wave 2 device, or to a Wave 2 board type, it unlocks an egg immediately. So let's do that real quickly for y'all. We won't see this egg till later on. Oops, that's not even the right bit. I almost tried opening up a thing with the wrong bit. Where's my kit? Man, where is my kit, actually? That is a good question. Where's my tools? I know I have one tool around here. I have too many of these screwdrivers. I know they're somewhere around here. This is just flathead, but flathead works fine for me because this device actually doesn't need to require that too much crazy stuff. I say that as I'm messing up immediately to try and open this. Maybe I should go grab a proper stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab proper bits and stuff, I think. Because I don't have any of this. Any of the proper tooling things. Where are my proper tools? That is a really good question today. They're on the ground! That's where they're at. Okay. Here's one of my proper tools, at least. Yeah, just plop it in. And just whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why it's having issues trying to open a thing today. Jeez. Hopefully I didn't strip anything by doing that. No, I didn't. Okay, it's all good. But yeah, so there's a little board right there. I don't know if board colors are like a nice like symbol of that, of how much whatever is going on with them. Hopefully this does have a Digimon on it. There's our screen right there. It does actually have a clearer screen. I can give that to the English ones. The English ones do actually have a bit of a better screen. But you gotta give Bandai America that. Like, they did actually put a lot of effort into these when they were bringing them over. So I guess we could actually do a bit of comparing to these things. We'll load, and we're gonna set it up for like 8 right now. And yeah, we'll just do that. And of course we got Doraemon on here. This is the guy we'll be unlocking with the little egg unlock here. But basically we're going to go into this and do this thing. So, fun fact for anyone is to get the 5 egg connections on these devices to like unlock or whatever, you do actually need to put like different names on these things. So for example, if we look at this one and we go all the way down here, I just have my name on there. Just see, it just says Ty. But on another device, it says, like, Geist or whatever. So, like, I purposely sit down and, like, do different names for these things. I'll probably, like, have to, like, restart one of the devices or whatever multiple times. And, like, get, like, an egg unlock on one of the other ones. The cool part is if you do own a Pendulum 20th, the Pendulum 20th just does an automatic unlock for it. Which is really cool. You don't have, since the Pendulum 20th doesn't have, like, a name function or whatever. The Pendulum 20th just unlocks it very basically. Which is really cool. I really do like how the Pendulum 20th does it. It's evolving! It's a Pseudomon! Look at that! Look at the boy! It's such a cool looking Digimon. Who also needs, like, training stuff, but, like, we're not gonna do that right now, because give him some pills. Because I need to look into things later on. I kind of forget how this works. I know, like, I think I want him to go Gabumon, pretty much, and then we'll be fine with that. But yeah, which does mean I'm just going to keep him down the positive path, which means you just can't have 2 camera mistakes. For Baby 2, you don't actually need to do, like, effort stuff, apparently. I just misremembered stuff from yesterday. But yeah, so you don't have to worry about, like, effort hearts till you're at rookie stage. Once you do hit rookie stage, you do actually have to kind of worry about, like, how effort hearts work on this device. And for this guy right here, we're just going to use him as a little, like, fighting buddy, pretty much. That's just kind of how this device works. Is we're just going to take him out. We are just going to take out my little device here, because it's just easier to kind of connect and fight these guys. And yeah, we're going to do a little fight between the types. If anyone's curious about, like, differences between an English and Japanese version of the version 20S, overall, there's nothing too crazy about them. Let's grab a clear one just for example, and I can show off a bit more of the functions here. Very interesting part is, the speakers are actually different on these devices. So the speakers on the Japanese ones are actually wired. So that means if you do take them apart, you actually have to, like, watch out for the speaker. In the American versions, it's just a nice little beeper speaker that's, like, actually, like, connected to the board. Which does make these devices super easy to mod. Like, the American Western type ones or whatever are so easy to take apart and do, like, button swaps and everything, that they're just so fun to mess with, that I'm really hoping that, like, one day we do see, like, those, like, Jawa cases and stuff for them made for these American ones, because they are just very easy to take apart, and they are very nice for that. Pretty much the only other difference besides that is the build quality is a little bit worse on the American ones. I can't say that, like, the plastic quality is not as grand. This one does actually have, like, a nicer finish and, like, nicer texture to it. They did also actually, like, paint on these ones a little bit better. We would actually see painting on these ones later on, which is kind of cool. And we would even see a glow-in-the-dark shell at some point with this one here. So they did actually do a lot of effort into the American ones. Like, they did put a lot of effort into it. Though the differences between these American ones versus the Japanese one is that the Japanese one costed, like, whatever amount of money. These American ones costed, like, $20, and they were super easy to get a hold of. So that's, like, the difference there. If anyone is wanting to get a DM20th, just pick up an awesome American one. They're really awesome to get a hold of. Well, American, European, like, they're super common available. And if anyone's sitting there trying to scalp you into, like, buying these or whatever, don't believe them. The only ones that, like, have an actual, like, chance of being, like, properly scalped, I say, is these, like, whatever Japanese ones here. And that's just because there's not as many Japanese ones as there is, like, the American ones. And the Japanese ones actually had, like, different color combos that we in America didn't get. Not the Wave 1 for Japanese, but like the Wave 2 for Japanese had like different color combos that the American side never got a hold of. So like, but of course the American side got colors that they never got either. So it's kind of cool to think about that in a sense. Okay, let's get on to doing battles before I keep on talking. It is kind of cool that they did like have different screen qualities though. Like the American one is easier to see and stuff like that. First, I'm going to clear off that poo though, because that's going to bother me. And we're going to go down into this little battle here thing here, where you see the little choking symbol here. We're going to go into both of the choker little symbols here. We're going to pick the first option here, as you see there. It says battle. I guess I can show this off here. Battle and copy. That's what pretty much it says right there. Battle, copy. I don't think there's any other ones, yeah. So we're going to pick battle for top one. And then you got 20th and other. So other is when you battle against older devices. 20th is when you battle against 20th devices. We're going to do 20th here. And of course you got single and tag. We don't have any tag partners just available yet for battle on these devices. So we're going to just do single for right now. We're going to pick our boys. And yeah, just pretty much, you just got a button mesh. And yeah, pretty simple. I did give Agumon a bit of a better chance to win. But that's kind of pretty much it. Let's watch a fight! Agumon versus Dorumon. Oh, Dorumon got the first hit. Oh, Dorumon got the second hit. And Dorumon won, even though he actually had less of the power to him. And yeah, that's kind of it. And he did get injured there, so to cure an injury, pretty much, you just have to go to the little bandage icon down here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It does it like automatically. That works for damages and sickness. Which, if anyone knows this device, you'll see sickness a bit too often because of how pooping works on this device. But that's okay. But with that connection down, basically the next time we do start up this device or whatever, we do unlock a Dorumon egg. So basically, this device here is like the Dorumon unlock. To pretty much, you need a version 1 and whatever wave 2 pretty much device. If anyone's wanting specifics, you basically want a version A or version B board, and then you want to connect it to a version C, D, and E. If anyone's curious, here is a Coronamon board, which I think is version C. A version D is the Lunamon board, which is this one here. And then a version E is this one, which is a Mekumon. So if you're curious, you get Lunamon on this device, get a Mekumon on this device, and then for this one here, you get a Coronamon. These do come in multiple colorways and stuff like that, so Humulos actually is a really good guide on like which board version you can get. I'll probably like make sure to like put down like in the comments or whatever about like board typings and stuff like that, so y'all can sit down and look through that. So make sure you go check out like Humulos's work. He's done like really good work on all these devices and stuff like that, and he's kept a really good job on this. So go check him out. He's a really awesome dude. And he's done, like, some really impressive, crazy work, too. So, like, big old thumbs up to him. I doubt he watches this channel, but, like, still, like, huge thumbs up to that dude. He's really cool. And actually really nice. I've had a few conversations with him in the past. But, yeah, that's pretty cool there to sit down and have all that enjoyment with it. I'm going to put these devices to the side for right now. And we're back, because I knocked down the camera, because I'm an idiot. That's just how much fun I'm having. But, if anyone is curious about any other, like, version typing things, it's pretty much just, you get English on pretty much all the menus instead of Japanese. And, yeah, it's kind of pretty much it. Just a lot of English and over Japanese typing concepts here. And, as you see there, with the food icons, it actually just shows food icons instead of Japanese words. And yeah, it's kind of pretty overall. After that, it gets pretty simple. It's just English versus Japanese type concepts there. And yeah, that's kind of it. And we do actually get to find out one thing that I kind of forgot last time. So if we go into here, we got Digi and Stock. Digi is your little memory type thing. Stock is, I don't know what Stock is, to be honest. I need to look into that. I forgot what Stock is, to be honest. Down here is record and name. Pretty simple there. And yeah, record just shows how many battles we've kind of had. This device has only had one loss versus this battle. You can tell I've done way too much effort on these devices. And this probably should show how much I love these devices, considering how many times I've played through them many times in a row. Really love these devices. I really recommend picking these things up. They're so awesome and so cool. But yeah, it's kind of the simple parts of the version 20th there. And we did enjoy all that fun with it right then and there. But we will do a little bit more. We are going to take out that battery. So thank you, version B board. This is a version B because this is a Gabumon board. Because when I first got this device, I wanted the yellow case. I didn't really care about whatever Digimon egg was on it at the time. And I got Gabumon, which I found that out like later on. Nope, come on, let me take the battery out. And yeah, pretty simple overall, nothing too crazy. And there we go, just gonna plop that back on in. Screw in properly. This is like the worst type of screwdriver. I should have picked a better screwdriver for this. It does the job though. Thankfully, these screws are actually all really durable. It would have been bad if it wasn't durable. And we're gonna swap out one thing real quickly because I really don't want glow in the dark on the front end because that's gonna annoy me at night. Because I sleep in the same room I record in. It's a nightmare in a ways. But yeah. So there is our wonderful, cool little Digi dude right there. And I figured now let's show off, like, let's pick a device that I can actually just, like, start and go real quickly. Oh, please don't tell me. Come on. Open the D3 because I'm not running any other proper Digivice currently. Well, I'm running one Digivice. But I've not finished making episode 1 for that series yet. And that Digivice doesn't even connect to the proper devices anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, woo! Please say you work. This is a pain in the butt device. I kind of forgot about how pain in the butt this is. A little stylus. Come on, D3! There we go. There's Vmon, our boy, as you've seen before. Hopefully I'm just gonna... No, we don't care. No, we're gonna take your battery out in a minute. Cool, let's go, Momon. We'll see him at some point in this device, too. But he's not gonna look like that. He's gonna look a little bit differently than that. Come on! I don't know why I left a weird battery in there. Wow, that's a weird looking map. I've never seen that map before. And yeah, everyone knows the D3. It's one of my failed series. Mostly because the batteries on these things are not that great. And as you've seen there, I had to like do a lot of finagling just to get like the battery to even pop up. Which is great. Great. We're just basically going to go into connect though. And we're going to go into connect on this other side here. So on this one, we're going to do battle, and then we're going to do the old style right there. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to do versus. I'm not going to do any shaking for this one because the whole battery cover is not even on. Oh, that's an error. Okay, there we go. And yeah, so it just connects easily to the older devices. If anyone is curious, this device does not connect to the Wonder Swan at all. The Wonder Swan is a very picky device, so it's not going to connect to the Wonder Swan, but overall it will connect pretty decently to like most devices. And of course Vmon won on that one, sadly. And yeah, so we got 2 losses for poor Agumon there. He'll get better win victory after this, but yeah, that's kind of pretty much it for that stuff. Thank you, D3, for being there for me to be a little test dummy, pretty much. It's a weird device, and there's weird hair sticking to that. I don't know whose hair that even is. That's not even my dog's hair. And back to screwing you in, because we're putting you to the side. You're not my favorite right now. I do love the D3. It's just the D3 betrayed me in such a horrendous way that it's never being forgiven right now. It'll be forgiven in the future. But yeah, the Wonder Swan on this side can't actually, like, technically do battling for these things. For anyone who's actually curious about it, every time I've tried doing a Wonder Swan battle, no matter what button I hit, it just never works properly. I could show it off properly. Ooh, actually could show it off. There's a battery inside. We can do multiple connection type things, and I can prove myself. Let's go into this real quick, because it's been a bit too long since I've actually ran this device. Wake up, Digimon! It's an Agumon! That's good for me. Let's do Agumon fighting. Does that Agumon literally not have anything on him? Oh, he does not, actually. 1 pill, 2 pill, 3 pill, 4 pill. And that's how you get 1 DP back, by the way, if anyone's curious about that. That's how you get DP back on these devices. But yeah, if you do that, and we go on this side, try doing a whole little battle thing with this device. So see there, go to this, do this. We'll do this, start up the battle on this side. So yeah, it's going to keep giving me errors, by the way. No matter what button I actually do press on this. It's like, no matter what buttons I do press on this device. Yeah, no matter on the Wonder Swan side, it's not going to do anything for me. So yeah, it's just kind of the issue with this. Yeah, it's just going to keep giving errors, to be honest. And even if I did do, like, a top button type thing, it just does not show up. So yeah, fun there. It's just not compatible with the dear old Wonder Swan, sadly. So, anyone who is curious about that, Wonder Swan is not compatible. It's actually not compatible with any of the modern devices. Wonder Swan is super picky. It has to be, like, very based off the original Digimon. Like, for it to even notice anything, it pretty much has to be based off the original. It works with, like, the D3 and stuff like that, but that's just because the D3 is just an original base device in a way. It's programming differences. It's programming fun. And for anyone curious, colors do not connect at all. Colors do not fight any of these devices. To get a color to fight this, you have to like pick up a weird special adapter that people make. I do not own that special adapter though, so sad for me. Though in my years of testing and stuff like that, you can't actually connect these things with a detector and stuff like that. So you can have a bunch of fun. These devices are very expandable in some sense. You can battle up against a decent majority of devices. Just don't expect the weird ones to like work well. But yeah, that's kind of pretty much all we have going on for this one. For Mr. Sunomon here, we're gonna basically keep him in like good care, and we're gonna evolve him to Mr. Gabumon. So we're just gonna chill him out and everything, and just have fun with him. Does Agumon need any food? Yeah, we'll give him a little bit of food here. And there you go. And that's the joys of this episode. And yeah, it's kind of all that's kind of going on right now. Nothing too crazy overall. I get to enjoy a little bit of this fun here. But yeah, it's kind of all that's happening right now. So I will see you all later. And that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. And I will see you all next time. With episode 3. When, like, Agumon's whatever stage. And Mr. Sunomon is a Gabumon. So, see y'all later. Bye-bye-bye. Whoa! I get to edit this episode because I knocked over my camera at one point. Yay for me. If anyone does want to see any like special battles or anything, you can just message me and I'll try my best to do like whatever battles I can do for the series. If you do want to be a part of this series, you can tag me down below for like whatever picture, and I'll show it off at the end of this episode, or like at the end of an episode or whatever. Currently, no one's done that yet, so so there's no like little showing off today. So sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, it's kind of pretty much it. Is that scraping on that? Weird. Is this scraping on there? Huh. No, it's not scraping on there. Weird. Wonder why that happened. Yeah, because I'd be right about there, huh. Weird case. These ending cases are very weird. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's episode, so thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye-bye. Woo!